Well, good afternoon, everybody. A happy Monday to you. It's been a dry Monday as well and very mild as far as temperatures are concerned. Look at your current conditions in Kingsville. You got some thin high clouds, 83 degrees, and humidity only 23%. Now, down on the Bayfront in Corpus Christi, we're also looking at 75 degrees, an east southeast wind at 10 miles an hour, but still quite dry out there. In fact, if you look at the satellite radar loop, you're not going to see much of anything cloud wise. Some very thin high clouds. You have to look carefully to see them out there. And there's not much else going on. So it's quiet. Not so in the Caribbean, a brutal storm. Hurricane Iota is Category 5 with 160-mile-per-hour winds gusting over 180. It will be making landfall in virtually the identical place that Hurricane Eta made 2 weeks ago. Today, it's going to be a calamity. Keep those folks in mind. Just a terrible situation down there. Uh, there's no defenses for a Category 5 hurricane of that nature, especially when you've already been slammed by another major storm just 2 weeks before. All right, here's what we have going on here, a much quieter picture. Temperatures ranging from the upper 60s to the upper 70s, a couple of lower 80s down around Laredo, and in our own neck of the woods, Alice, Kingsville, back towards Robstown. Water temperatures down to the lower 70s. The dry air is going to stick around for at least a couple of days. You can see all the happy faces there with the dry conditions. A little bit muggy as you move towards the coastline late Wednesday as that moisture begins to return to the area. And that's because the high you see in northeast Texas meanders around a bit. By late Wednesday, though, shifts off to the north and northeast, and that brings a more east southeasterly flow to our area. That brings the Gulf moisture back in, but it won't bring rain, at least not yet. And the reason is there's no upper level instability to support it. Instead, we're going to look at basically northeast to east, and then later on this week, southeasterly flow, 10, 15, 18 miles an hour. By Sunday, though, you do get an upper level disturbance moving into range. That'll be pushing a cold front in here, and that'll give us, maybe 10, 15 hundredths of an inch of rain before all is said and done by early Tuesday morning. So it's looking pretty quiet around here this week. Tonight, 53, clear and cold, a northeast wind at 4 to 8 miles an hour. And then over the next several days, a very gradual warming trend as that big surface high moves into the eastern part of the country, and that returns that Gulf moisture to our area, but only gradually. Temperatures averaging in the middle to upper 70s right on through the work week, and then the lower 80s through the weekend into early next week. And looking very nice out there this week. Isolated showers Sunday and Monday.